Okay. Today's call is about approach. And Jyoti and we had a talk about this last week, and Jyoti put amazing presentation together for us. And I'm really grateful that you guys are on the call and to be on this training. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna take a lot of value out of it. And before Jyoti start to sharing her presentation, I just want to give a very brief intro here about what I learned about personality. Actually, this is very interesting. I think if you guys maybe heard about this big network marketer, his name is Big Al. He gave me a whole bunch of CD actually one day and asked me to listen to it. And I checked it out and I really liked it. Because that CD teaches me about 4 types of personality. Different people put in different ways. Big Al put in a different color. So what colors here, basically, there are 4 colors of people. They put in red, green, blue, and yellow. Okay, so you can, when I describe about it, you can just put yourself in that picture, which color you think you are. And some people put in, someone as I think Jyoti gonna explain a little bit in in her presentation as if someone is a driver or I don't know what other ways that they describing it, but it's just different ways people describing the personality for you to differentiate how you're gonna make the approach as easier because you are speaking in their language. So 4 color, basically red is the personality type is it's kind of demanding. They are the natural leaders. They are motivated by money, and they are very self-motivated and gung-ho, those type of person. So those are the red. Very easy to differentiate these type of people. And for example, in our GWT family, you can see who's red. I can say Raza is definitely a red. I would say myself is a red. Sanaz is a red for sure. Okay, give you some examples so you can think. Now, who are the red personality? And for red people, you really need to motivate them by money. You need to talk to them about how you can make good money, how you can make big money with global wealth trade. The second type of personality, I would say, for example, yellow. So yellow type of personality are someone who are very these people, they have big vision. They are very, they like to support. They love helping, supporting people. So yellow personality, you can think who are the yellow personality. I would say Annalie is definitely a yellow person, and she's really have big heart and love to help people. Okay. The next personality, I would say blue. So what kind of people are blue? Blue are the social type. Blue people are very, they like party. So they're motivated by party. They love party. They don't care if they can make money as long as there's a place to party, have fun. This type of personality. So for these type of people, you need to motivate them by, you can party with us. Our company do a lot of parties. We have a bling party. We have the jeans and jewels party. We have this party and that party. just tell them all the parties we have, and they will love to join the business. And then there's the last type I would describe to you is the green. The green type of personality are the ones that are very analytical. The people that are very analytical, you need to give them a lot of numbers. Okay, for the party people, do not give them any numbers. They're gonna have headache, and they will not join your business. But for green type, like these people's career will be they are most of them like engineers, doctors, accountants. So you need to give them a lot of numbers and make sure they understand the numbers, the compensation plan, how it works. Then they will say, wow, this is something that I can, then maybe eventually I can do and make myself financially free. So these are the 4 different personalities. I need to describe it a little bit before Jyoti's presentation because we are going to do some role play during her presentation. And in that case, you can see different type of personality. You use different type of invitation will make your life a little bit easier. Okay, so now I want to pass the mic to Jyoti, and thank you so much to spend your time and energy put this PowerPoint together for us. I went through it, and multiple times. I really love what you have for us. So the time is all yours. Take it away. Thank you, Jyoti.
Thanks, Sherry. Thanks for the opportunity to share this training, and I put it together in hopes that it would be very helpful to expand our business. And the training today is going to be on professional approaches and invitations. And let me just start here. Why I decided to do this was because there's so much out there. There's so much that's being taught, and there's a lot of stuff that's being given away on the internet for free, and I'm finding it doesn't work. It's not working on me. It's not working for me. So I needed to think, what am I doing that's not working? And I needed to change, and I needed to find something. So what I'm going to share with you today is a very simple formula that I came across. It's a 7-step formula on how to present yourself, your product, your company, and as a professional, you're going to get the trust and the response and the income that professionals get. So we're just going to jump right into it. And so there's basically 2 types of people that you want to find. You want to find retail customers, and you want to find other LCs or VDM owners. So the first invitation is to try and use our product. I always have an extra necklace or bracelet with me so that I can have my prospect try it on or have a look at it. It doesn't matter if I'm at a tour or I'm at an event. If I know I'm going to be meeting them for coffee or I'm going to be meeting them for a lunch date or something, I make sure that I bring that with me because our products, they're much more exciting and they're much more motivating than, say, like a hand cream or a coffee, because it gives the prospect the psychic pleasure of owning a luxury piece of jewelry before they actually have to buy it or pay for it. And isn't that what we do at GWT? We promote, we get a piece of that luxury lifestyle without having to pay full price for it. And you want to sign up other VDMs, and the best way to do it is through events, tours, fashion parties, fashion shows. I know Ramin's going to be at the Mississauga tour tomorrow night, so you want to make sure you got guests for tomorrow. So they get an opportunity to meet the CEO and other LCs. The Jean and Jules party. Ramin spends a fortune on these events, so let him spend his money and let us get people to these events so that we can help grow our business. Now, a lot of people, when they go to events, they won't join right away. Some of them need more information. So if you want them to join at an event or after an event, I find that it's best to provide them information about your company beforehand. So we've got perfect tools for that in our company. Now, it could be our tour video, it could be the forensic CD or DVD. These are all available in your back office or in your business in a box. It can be a three-way call with your upline, which is very valuable, because if you're new and you're inexperienced and you want to talk to somebody who's got a little more seasoning, somebody who can explain things a lot better than you can. There's an 800 sizzle call. How many of you have called it and listened to that? It's great. Sanaz did a great job. There's a lot of articles about our company and business. The Successful Home Business article, it's fantastic. Everybody takes a copy of that. The lookbooks, our videos that are produced by the company, boot camps. It's great to invite them to boot camps, webinars, and of course training. There are all sorts of tools for you to use to introduce people to our company. So by the time they get to a tour or by the time they get to an event, they're already warmed up and they're ready to go. Before we get started into scripting, I wanted to just talk a little bit about your psychology. I found this very helpful. What you're thinking, what you're feeling when you start talking to people is very important. So the first thing is, detach yourself from the outcome. You want to focus on education and understanding. You want to know if the timing is right for them. You want to know where they are in their life. You want to know their finances. And you have to remember, if you're out there hunting for LCs or hunting for clients, everyone around you is going to feel hunted. And they're going to run away from you, or they're going to avoid you, or they'll even block you. You got to just be yourself. Allow the prospect to have fun. They want to have a conversation. They want information. They want to know how you're doing. So let them enjoy that process and let them be a friend. And then before we have here is enthusiasm. Can you hear how energetic and enthusiasm I sound? Be enthusiastic when people are talking. It's contagious. It's like the #1 tool for being liked in life. Number 5 we have, which is another very important one. When I started in business, I would do this a lot. I'd apologize all the time. Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you, or I'm sorry for this, or I'm sorry for that. You got to have a strong posture and be yourself, but be a stronger, more bolder version of yourself. Okay, so here's the success formula, your own personal formula that when you master this formula, you're going to be able to generate thousands of dollars at the drop of a hat. Like, you got to remember, this is not for electronic communication. It's not for emails or text messaging. This is perfect for over the phone or face-to-face or over Skype. It's a personal interaction. And so first thing that's on there is be in a hurry. Always be in a hurry. This is psychological. Okay, people respect you if you're in a hurry. They think you got things going on, and it also lessens how many questions they're going to ask you. So always be in a hurry. Number 2, pay them a sincere compliment or compliments. You know, in life, very few people get or give compliments. So because it's so rare, they're going to remember you. But it has to be honest. It has to be sincere. It can't be a source or some sort of manipulation. So you got to remember that. Number 3, you make your invitation. Your invitation is simply, I know in sales terms they call it your unique selling proposition, so your USP. And then what you want to do is you want to use a closing tool. And this number 4 formula is perfect for that. If I do this for you, would you do something for me? It induces the law of reciprocity. Now they're going to try and keep their word, which is what we want. And number 5, you get the time commitment from them. When are you going to do what you say you're going to do? Then number 6, you confirm the time commitment from them. Just because they say they're going to do something doesn't always mean that they will. So you want them to repeat it twice. And so we get a good time and a proper phone number, a cell phone number, a home number, the best number that we can reach them at. And number 8, get off the phone or quickly say your goodbye. Once they've committed to doing what we've asked them to do, it's time to say goodbye. And it's that simple, just 8 steps. And so that's the simple formula. And so now I'm going to get into examples so you guys get an idea of how this works. All right, let's get into It's what I call the indirect approach. There's a direct approach when you talk to somebody, and that's something like, hey, how would you like to be a millionaire, or how would you like to make $1 million? That doesn't work. Unless you're talking to a millionaire, you're just going to get ignored, or they're going to laugh at you and they're going to think, what the heck? So let me show you an indirect approach that works for me. And here's the first example, and I'm gonna need Sherry to help me out here because we're gonna do some role playing. And this works for people you know, what we call the warm market, and it works for people who are drivers or analytical people who like to have a lot of information or numbers. Like Sherry was mentioning, these are the green people who like numbers. And so Sherry, you're there?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Just ring me right now.
Ring, ring.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, Sherry. It's Jyoti.
Hi, Jyoti. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. What's up with you?
Sure. I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important I reach you.
Okay.
Listen, you're one of the most financially intelligent people I know, and I've always respected that about you.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're welcome. So when you told me you really didn't like your job, were you serious or were you just kidding around?
Well, of course I'm serious.
Great, because I think I found a way for you to create an exit strategy without jeopardizing your family.
Well, what is that?
I got this great YouTube video that I think you should watch. It describes exactly what I'm talking about, but it's a lot more better to watch. It can explain it better than I can.
Okay, so how long is the video?
It's a short video, barely 10 minutes. If I gave you this YouTube video, would you take the time to watch it?
10 minutes, yeah, for sure.
When do you think you could watch it for sure?
Well, tonight, after I come back home from my work.
Tonight? Great.
Yeah.
So if I called you tomorrow, would you have watched it for sure?
Oh, yes, for sure. 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes. It's a short video. So tomorrow, if I call you, what time would be a best time?
Tomorrow I have a long day again, finish around 8 o'clock. So let's say 9 p.m.
9 p.m.? Great. So is it all right if I call you tomorrow at 9 p.m.? What's the best number, your cell number or at home?
Oh, cell number is always better.
Great. I'll call you tomorrow at 9 p.m. I got to run now, so I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, Jyoti.
Thanks, Sherry.
Okay. I look forward to see the video.
Oh, you'll love it.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts tomorrow.
Great.
See, so that's how easy it was. And I tried to make it as natural sounding as I possibly could. It gave this type of script gave me a chance to say what I needed to say, and it gave Sherry a chance to talk as well. So it was a good example. One thing to remember, not to get too attached to the wording, because this is just a formula. At the end of this presentation, there's going to be a worksheet, and this is where you're going to be able to create your own script, and it's going to cater to your own personality type, so it will come out more naturally, and it won't sound like you're reading it. And so there is going to be an opportunity for you to create your own script. These are just examples that I use because I'm more comfortable with this dialogue. I've kind of made it simply for myself, to be honest. So, so let's try the next example, the second example. And the second example is, again, for people that you know, so it's for the warm market. And this is for the amiable type, or somebody who is an influencer, or somebody who has a lot of friends. They're very friendly, and so this is what I...
So are you saying these type of people are the red personality, or they are kind of like a yellow type?
I think they're more of a yellow. They're more of a yellow because you're asking them for some support. You're asking them to, you're letting them know that they're friendly, that they're someone that, you consider to be a friend. So I would say this is more for the yellow type.
So for people like Annalie will work?
I think so, yes.
I think Ali was like this type too, in my opinion. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I would agree. I would agree. I don't know what Ali thinks.
Ali can respond himself later, but yeah,
Yeah, he's a good person to go to for support. He's great. In fact,
yeah,
it's always there. Like Anna Lee, if you ever need and you have any questions, they're
yes.
great. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll go through this example quickly.
Yeah, go ahead. Ring
All
me.
right. So ring ring.
Hello, who's this?
Hey Sherry, it's Jyoti.
Hi, Jyoti.
Hi Sherry, I'm just running out the door, but I needed to talk to you real quick. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Great. You know, you've always been so supportive of me and a real friend, and I appreciate that so much. I
Oh,
just started a new business, and I'm scared to death. And before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practiced on you? Would you be able to help me out?
practice. Okay, sure, go ahead.
Great. I've got an article, actually, that you must read. It describes what I'm going to be talking about a lot better than I can. If I sent you
Mm.
this article, would you read it?
Yeah, sure. Article?
Yeah, it's a short little article about our company and about our business, our home business. Do you think you'd be
Okay.
able to have a look?
Yeah, for sure. I'll read it for you.
When do you think you can read it for sure?
I'll read it tonight after I finish all the things I need to be done. I'm helping a lot of people.
Great. So is it all right if I give you a call tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow will be better.
Tomorrow will be better. What time? In
Mm-hmm.
the evening?
Tomorrow, actually, anytime is good. Just call me anytime.
Anytime? What's the best number to call?
Well, you have my cell number. Just this number you just call.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'll check back with you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon?
Yes,
Will that work for you? Great. So I'll
that
check
will
back
work.
with you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you, Sherry. I really
Jyoti.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, Jyoti.
Okay, so this is the exact same thing. It's a formula. We just applied it differently to different situations. So I changed it from a video to an article. It could be any of the tools that we have in our back office. It could be one of the forensic CDs or DVDs. It could be a video, the YouTube video, or it could be the company's video tour on your website. Whatever you want to share with that person that you think would get them excited or interested is what you'd want to share with them or you would want to send to them. So I love this formula because I was able to apply it differently to different situations based on what I know about the person and whom I'm talking to, and that's why this worked for me. The third example that we're going to do is again for the warm market, but these are for the driver personality, the red personalities. Like Sherry said, they're natural leaders, they're motivated by money, and they're self-motivated. And, excuse me, my husband is this type as well. So I heard him use this script with other business people with whom he's talking about GWT. And so I kind of stole this from him. Because I think it's so
I can totally imagine Snell in this type.
This is his dialogue. I'll try and do my best, but this is how he approaches other business like-minded people because he is like this himself. He says, if you ever hear somebody say time is money, this is the script you want to use on them. Something similar to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready, Sherry?
Yeah, I'm here. Ring me.
Right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Sherry, it's Jyoti.
Hi, Jyoti. How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Very good. Very busy.
Very busy. I know you're busy, and I got a million things going on too. But I'm glad I caught you. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Seriously.
2 minutes. Great. You know, you've been wildly successful in all your businesses, and I've always respected that about you. I love the way you do business. I've recently started a new business.
Thank you.
And I'm looking for some sharp people.
Mm.
Now, it's clearly not for you, But I wanted to ask, who do you know that is ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow?
What do you mean is clear enough for me?
Well, how about if I send you some information? I know you'd rather look at that before you can recommend some people, or maybe you might be interested. I have a
Uh-huh.
DVD that explains exactly what I'm doing and the kind of people I'm looking for. It's very brief. Would you
What is
take
it
a
all
look?
about? Give me the whole thing.
Well, it's all on the DVD. It's better explained on the DVD than I can. It's only a brief, 10-minute video, if you don't mind watching it for me.
10 minutes. Okay. I'll try to squeeze some time to watch it. So
I
you
know
mean everything is on that DVD?
all that information is on the DVD. Yeah, it's a short, brief video. And I know you're real busy, and I would be so grateful for your help.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks so much for agreeing to that. When do you think you could watch it for sure? Tonight?
No, today I'm fully packed, so probably I have to do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great. So can I call you tomorrow evening?
Let's. How about you call me on Friday to follow up, right?
Friday?
Yeah.
And by Friday you would have watched the video, right?
Yeah.
Great. So Friday, how's Friday afternoon around 2?
2 p.m. sounds good.
Great. So Friday, 2 o'clock. I'll check back with you then. The cell phone number, right? It's the best number to reach you?
Yes.
Great. Talk to you then. Thanks, Sherry.
Thank you, Jyoti.
And so, again, when I deliver the scripts, I'm not married to the words, so if you notice, I've changed it up a bit because I wanted it to sound somewhat natural, and and then also you don't want it to sound like you're reading, especially when you're doing this in person. You want to have it come naturally. So the
Yeah.
important thing about the driver personality type is, like Sherry said, they're successful because they want challenges. They're self-motivated. And so they want to be able to do things that people tell them that can't be done. So the first thing I did was I took away that opportunity by telling them it's clearly not for them. Now, everything in that person's brain is going to prove to me wrong. They want to prove to me that I'm wrong, and they're going to make it work for them. And I love that about these people because they're basically auditioning for the position or for the business by me just taking that away from them. This doesn't work on everybody. This works on those go-getters, the red personality that Sherry had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and this
So
type of personality, they make sure you follow up with them on time. If you say Friday at 2 o'clock, you do it Friday at 2 o'clock. If you have to change your time, you have to notify them. Otherwise, they will lose all the respect to you. They will not do any business with you.
Definitely. Well, with any of them, you should always follow up. But
yeah,
that's
especially for the red.
Oh, especially for the red, yes. Time is money.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste your time or theirs. So that's how important that is, follow-up. The last example I have here is for the cold market. Maybe like my husband and I, we go to a few open houses, or you come across a great waiter or waitress or a great salesperson. Actually, just the other day I was at a Rogers store, and the saleswoman there was so good. She almost sold me this crappy cell phone plan. And it was so outrageously priced. But she was so enthusiastic, and she was smiling, and she was having a good time. So, I invited her to the tour, and, well, I invited her to watch the video. And so this is the approach that I used based on the formula. Once you learn the formula, and you should have kind of an idea of it now. So I kind of went about it this way with the young lady. Vivian, obviously this is not the time or the place. Now, just an aside here, I said this because she was working at the time, and she's on Rogers' payroll, so I wasn't going to make a sales pitch on their time. So I started off with, Vivian, obviously this is not the time or place. I really loved your enthusiasm and how you sold me that cell phone plan. Do you keep your options open when it comes to making more money? I'm in a business where people like you do exceptionally well. I have a short YouTube video that you can listen to. It describes what I'm talking about a lot better than I can right now. If I sent you this video, would you watch it? When do you think you could watch it for sure? Tonight? Great. So if I called you tomorrow morning, you would have watched it for sure? Excellent. Is this your cell phone number? And the best time to call would be, great, I'll give you a call tomorrow morning. Thank you. And that's how it went down. And this is great. This script works well with professional salespeople or a realtor. I also ask questions like when my husband and I go to open houses and we meet the realtors, I kind of sometimes get to know them a little bit, like how long have you been in real estate? And then I'll ask them, are you going to keep doing this forever? Just to get an idea of where they're at. Or do you keep your options open when it comes to making more money? These type of questions I find work. You can find out a lot of information about the prospect. So the next thing I wanted to...
if you may, Jyoti, I'd like to add to that
Sure.
cold market one a little bit. I personally did a pretty similar thing to a cashier at the grocery store. It's like a really big one, just like Loblaws in Toronto, but in Long Beach here. And I said very similar stuff, but of course I didn't have a script. I didn't follow any script. All I said, wow, you are excellent salesperson. You are just if you do my business, you can make tons of money. You can make a lot more money than what you do right now. You should work for me instead. And she said, yeah, what do you do? Like give me a business card. And I said, I don't have my business card right now, and this is not the right time to talk. Give me your contact information, and I will call you which days you are off. And she gave me all her contact information, phone number, email address, everything. And she was telling me she is off on Wednesdays and Fridays. So make sure you call me. I said, yes, I will do. So that's what I did at the grocery store. But of course, you have to make that connection first with that person. It's not like you're gonna just go approach every single cashier or salesperson at any store. But when you have that chemistry going on, and when you feel this person is really good, then you wanna make that further step.
Yeah, it works. I went to I was looking for a dress for an event, and the saleswoman that was helping me, you just get to know them because they're helping to find outfits for you or whatever, and just in that short period of time, one compliment, or you just get to get a glimpse of who they are, and you just compliment them. It cheers them right up, and that's when you can, ask them some more questions and get a feel for, are they looking for other opportunities? Are they looking to make more money? Especially if they're doing really well and selling you what they want to sell, you know that that's the right person to be in our business to help us promote. And so that's another great way to talk to the cold market.
Yeah.
The next thing
we call it a suspecting.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was after tour or after an event. There's a couple of things to remember. First thing is you are not the issue. You've made the invitation and they're there sitting, watching, and you just invite people to review your products or your opportunity, and you let either Renee or Ramin or whoever's doing the presenting of the tour take care of that. Allow the third-party resource to sell and to answer all the questions. You have to remember what you're doing there, because your prospects will duplicate it. If they see that you have to know 5,000 facts about the company, they're not going to want to do the business. They're going to find it, oh, that's too hard. But if they see that you just invited them, and you're sitting there with a smile, and you're enjoying yourself, and Sherry or Lior or whoever's there is answering the questions, they're going to join because they're going to think, hey, I can do what they're doing. I can sit there. I can invite. And you have to bring that passion, that belief, that enthusiasm. Because like I said earlier, enthusiasm is contagious. Your prospect's going to see that in you. So you've got to believe in the company. You have to believe in the product. And you have to, most importantly, believe in yourself. So the basic formula after an event, after an event, is if you invite professionally and you sit and smile, just let the third party do the rest. And it's that simple and easy. So in our company, we have a great program called the Forensic Networker. And if you haven't gotten the CD or the DVD, or if you haven't read about it, I would, because inside there's ways on how to do follow-up. He talks about the psychology of the client. So he says, remember that we are there to help people. We help people make decisions that will benefit their lives and their family. We help prospects become either clients or VDM owners. So if you want to think about how to talk to people and how to be interesting to them, you have got to be interested in them. You know, stop telling your stories and listen to their stories. You just have to have that unshakable belief that the opportunity will benefit your prospect. So you got to be assumptive that they're going to join, that the extra 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 that they're going to make is going to benefit them and their family forever. So one thing, another thing you got to remember is when you're talking to them, and I put this way, you get me, right? That's got to be your attitude. Not that they get Sherry or Lior, they're great people. Not that they get your upline, that's good too, but they get you, because you have to have a lot of confidence. It gives them confidence that they don't have to go through it alone or have to figure it out on their own. You're there with them. And one thing to remember as well is that we're not salespeople, we're consultants. And as consultants, we use the right questions to find the right answers. And then we get into forensic follow-up, which now you've already given a lookbook, or you've sent them a video, or you've taken them to a live tour, or you've given them a tool. And the first question that most people usually ask is, well, what did you think? And oh my God, that's not a question to ask. It's a terrible question because the answer leads to nowhere good. So some questions that I find are good questions. I know this is a yes or no question, but I found it to be a good one just recently, maybe 3-4 weeks ago when the new tour came out. And I asked my prospect, did it make sense to you? Because every once in a while you get a new tour or a video in the company, and it doesn't usually make sense the first time you see it. It sometimes takes the second or third time and you kind of get it. So that's when that comes in handy, that question. A second question would be pretty exciting, isn't it? And this is great for if you take them to an event like a fashion show, because everybody around you excited, so you want to get them excited. So you just ask them, yeah, pretty exciting, isn't it? Or you can ask them, can you see how this would be an opportunity for you? That's a great question because it allows them to qualify themselves for the business. And my all-time favorite question, though, is what did you like best? I love this question because 99% you get positive answers. I don't have to deal with any hassles. They just have to tell me everything they love. And they have to really think about the things that they really liked, and I like that. So the next question I usually ask them is, let me ask you, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being that you're not interested at all, and 10 being you're ready to get started right now, where are you? Now if their answer is a low number, what I usually do is I'll arrange to send them to another tour or another exposure, or use the 7-step formula to schedule another follow-up. So it's simple. That's why that formula works. And if the numbers didn't work for them or the comp plan didn't work for them, then I get an idea that they're kind of feelers. So then I'll send them a lookbook or send them the Emmy video. If the video didn't work for them, then I send them something more concrete. Now if they said, like, if they give a good number, 7, 8, 9, or if they even gave 10, well 10's obviously they want to get started right now. Take out your application form, your phone, or get them to a computer and sign them up. That's easy. But 7, 8, or 9, what I like to do is I try to get a feel as to where they are. So I ask them a bunch of questions. And the first question I ask them usually is, based on what you've just seen, if you were to get started in this company on a part-time basis, how much would you need to earn every month to make it worth your while? Now this is an important question because it gives you an idea and it lets you know what their financial temperature is. Second question I ask is, how much time would you invest weekly to earn this kind of money? Now this lets them search their brain. They have to think now about how much time do I have to make some money. And then the third question is, how many months would you work to achieve this? So after they've given me their 3 answers, I like to give their answers back to them. But I pose it in a question. And this is a good closing question to ask. If I could show you how to make the money, or how to make the, whatever the answer was for number 1, working the answer for number 2 hours a week, for the answer for number 3 months, would you be ready to get started right now? Now, almost 90% of the time, they say yes. And then I'll sit down with them, I'll show them the comp plan, or I'll show them a plan and sign them up. But to be very honest with you, I've never really had to present a comp plan to anyone I've signed up. Usually, they see the tools, they see the tour, or they meet other LCs or the company, and they're ready to go. They're ready to sign up, and they don't usually ask about the comp plan. It's more for the analytical, the green personality types that will say, well, show me the numbers, and that's why it's good and handy to have the comp plan and know how it works so you can explain it to them. Or you can use your upline or your third party to help you with that as well. This is a quick aside. So I showed you the formula on scripting and who you're going to be talking to and how to go about finding people. We've already talked about your warm market. This is a tool that I use to find some of my people. It's unbelievable because there's like 300 million people on LinkedIn who are either looking for a job or looking for opportunities. They're looking to network. There are no friends limits like on Facebook. It's business oriented, which is what I like the most. People put their phone numbers, their contact information, their email, where they work, how long they've been there. You get to see all their friends, referrals, and bosses. You get all this information about them before you even have to talk to them, before you even talk to them. So that I find to be a big, big asset for me. And there is what I call no jail for sending too many requests or friend requests. I know some people on Facebook, if you send too many requests, they kind of have your account suspended for a few days. But with LinkedIn, there's no problem with that. And so that's why I find LinkedIn to be a good source for me to build my network and contacts. And I thought I'd share that with you all. And now, to go into more detail of who to invite and who you want to talk to, here's a list that I've put together. And the first one is your warm market. Now, what's your warm market? Your warm market is anyone you know on a first-name basis or everybody you've done money business with. You know, you go to the same hair salon or hairdresser for 10 years, she's going to be considered your warm market. And so the first people you want to invite is from your warm market. You'll get the greatest results there. They could either become clients or other VDM owners, or they'll even refer you people. So it's great to have your warm market or to start there. The second type of people are people who are already in or have been in network marketing. They have the prior experience, the prior knowledge in network marketing, so they make very good candidates. The third type of people are salespeople. And this is where that first step of the formula really comes into handy because salespeople like to talk. They love to talk, and my husband included. And so if you have to just say you're in a hurry, I got to go, or I don't have any minutes on my phone, just to get off the phone. But in GWT, we have quite a few realtors and mortgage brokers and insurance brokers. My husband's a realtor. Ali's a mortgage broker. Ruby is an insurance broker. So these are great prospects because they're familiar with the process and it makes sense to them. The fourth type I've put as seasonally employed people, construction workers or teachers or women who are on maternity leave. I'm sure they would all love to make money during their time off, so I've put that down on the list. The fifth type of people I have are nurses or people in the caring professions. Recently there's been a lot of changes in the healthcare industry, and I learned that nurses they work full-time, and that is only 15 days a month. So I'm pretty sure that they would love to earn the rest of the 15 days that they're not working. So I put that as number 5 on the list. The 6th type of person, this is a new type of person that I just discovered. These are retired people or people who are about to retire. They're setting themselves up for the next year or 2 years, and so they want to get something going where they can work, but work at their own pace. And they're great people because they know everybody, and they come with a great deal of authority, so their invitations are fantastic. So if you know any older people who are retiring and they still want to work, these are also great prospects. Don't count them out. And the last set of people you want to talk to is obviously business people. And this is because, and I use this logical proposition whenever I meet them, is basically they understand the logical proposition of you get $10,000 for $3,000, which makes sense to them. So business people are prime prospects for global wealth trade. And that's it. So hopefully you got something out of it and you learned the 7-step formula and the process to successfully invite people like a professional. And so here I've got a couple of downloads for you guys. The first is a worksheet which goes through a little bit of what I shared with you tonight, and you have your own worksheet where you can make the scripts your own. You make your scripts your own so they sound like you, and you're comfortable with it, and it's going to be really, really helpful and fabulous. The second link is a YouTube video. It's a cold market video delivered properly so you can get to see his attitude and how he plays with it. It's a great video. It's only a couple of minutes, so it's a very short, brief video, so if you get a chance, please do watch it. And I've put here the audio book, GoPro by Eric War. It's only about network marketing, and it's one of my tools. It's also a tool that my husband loves, especially CD1. He sends CD1 to his prospects, and anyone that has a 9-to-5 job, it usually scares the crap out of them, and they usually get in touch with my husband. So it's a great conversational tool. It's a great tool to pique their interest or to get them to get in touch with you. So I recommend that. It's good information. They also have the scripting in there as well, and I hope you all enjoyed tonight's training, and I thank you all for listening. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be more than happy to